Hey, welcome back! Happy first day of fall! Fall is a wonderful time of year. I wish it felt like fall around here, but at least I'm wearing my leaf tie. And that reminds me of one of the best pranks I ever played on my students. Here's the story of the leaf prank. So if you're ever in a position to teach, you'll quickly learn that every class has its own personality, made up of the combined personalities of all the members of that class. This particular class over here might be wildly energetic, this class might be lethargic and sleepy, but I just so happened one year to come across a class that was incredibly compliant. In fact, they were so compliant that they never really whined about anything. And that almost threw a wrench in my lesson plans because I was so used to allowing space for whining at certain particular moments. As the year went on though, their personalities warmed up and became more and more energetic, but they were still always willing to do whatever I asked them to do. And this led to a particular prank that probably wouldn't have worked with any other class. So it was fall, and my own children were doing leaf rubbings. They would take a leaf and place a piece of paper over it, and then rub it with a crayon to get the impression of the leaf. They like to walk around the neighborhood and identify different kinds of leaves and collect all these leaf rubbings. It's a fun fall activity. One of my sons, Henry, went a little bit overboard with it. He got so excited about it that he decided to make roughly 80 of them. Eventually we had more than we could handle at our house, and so I decided to take all of the extra ones and bring them to school to put them in the school's recycling. That particular day was one of those days that happen from time to time in education where there were some disruptions. A lot of people were on a field trip or something was going on. And my sweet little sixth period was a little bit disrupted by this. I continued with the lesson anyway, but I suddenly had an epiphany. Here was this big stack of leaf rubbings, and here were these sweet, compliant students in front of me. So I passed out the leaf rubbings as though they were part of a project we were about to begin. And I said, we're going to do something really important with these in just a minute. I went back to my lesson and simply continued teaching. When the bell rang, one of my students raised his hand and said, "Wait, we haven't done anything with the leaves yet." And I said, "Oh no, we ran out of time. Put that in your folder and don't lose it. We'll do it again next time." The next class came along and they pulled them out and said, "Are we going to use these today?" And I said, "Yes, in just a few minutes." When the bell rang at the end of that class, they said, "We didn't do our leaf thing yet." And I said, "Oh no, keep it, don't lose it. We will do something with it eventually." I managed to keep this up from October until February. Occasionally we would go a length of time where people would forget to ask about it, but then occasionally they would pull them out and say, "Wait, we've never done the leaf thing." And I would say, "Oh, I know, we are going to do that. Don't worry, keep hanging on to it, don't lose it." It wasn't until February when we were studying Dante's Inferno that I finally admitted that it was all a sham. As we were studying the Inferno, we were talking about honesty. One of my students raised his hand and said, "Like you promised to do this leaf thing all this time ago and you still haven't done yet." And I said, "Oh yeah, by the way, I have a confession to make." My students died when they realized that they'd been holding onto this paper for like 5 months, and it was all just a joke. That was years ago, and I still from time to time run into some of those students, and they never let me forget what I did to them with the leaves. So thank you so much to those students who took it so well, and who made my year so fun. I hope you all enjoy your fall, go out and make some leaf rubbings, and then try to swindle somebody into thinking you're going to do something big with them. Have a great day. Bye-bye.